Hello everyone, this is Sans. The question that everybody is asking is when is Argo Blockchain going to recover? And when is this Bitcoin accumulation phase going to be over? In this video, I want to go over BTC fundamentals, on-chain data, and how this is going to affect our trading decisions in relation to Argo. As always, I'm not a financial advisor, and please do your own research. The current market cap of Bitcoin is 696 billion at a price of 37,100 per Bitcoin. Now, if Bitcoin were to reach say 100,000 or 110,000 by the end of the year, that would be almost a 3x from here. And to get there, we would need an astounding 1,392 billion or 1.39 trillion. Now the question is, where will all this money come from? If we have a look at the assets under management of the top 10 investment managers in the world, then BlackRock has 7,318 billion. Then we have Vanguard, UBS, and others. Now, if we add the funds of all the top 10 institutions, we have a total of $34 trillion. And guys, this is only the top 10. There are plenty more investment management companies in the world. If these institutions invested only 1% of their AUM in Bitcoin, then we would get well over the target of 100,000 by the end of the year. In my previous video on the Bitcoin miners, I have spoken in detail about the market cap of BTC going close to or above the market cap of gold, and also what we can learn from the dot-com bubble. These are some factors that we have to consider. Why does Bitcoin go down during the weekends? This weekend, BTC went down to as low as 33,400. During the weekend, there is less liquidity. So if you have a lot of selling, the bulls are not there to counter. If we have a look at historical data, during weekends, there has been above average volatility. The Bitcoin whales are active during weekends. There are wild price swings. The size of the individual orders is bigger, but overall there are fewer orders. Guys, the whales are basically trying to take advantage of these price swings, and they are very influential on these weekends. We are not in a bear market. We are just in a bearish trend within a wider bull market. We have to consider that some of the hedge funds, pension funds, private funds or endowments cannot simply make an account on Coinbase or Binance and just buy Bitcoin. They have to follow their own investment allocation policies and the regulations in this space. However, after a Bitcoin ETF is approved in the US, several institutions will be able to get exposure to this space. We just spoke about the fact that we need another $1.3 trillion to get to a BTC price target of 100,000 by the end of the year. If the ETF gets approved, we may get well over 1.3 trillion and end up north of 100,000 at the peak of the BTC bull market. We have to consider that it takes time for the institutions to get set up and allocate capital, and now they also have the gift of a 50% correction in the price of Bitcoin without any change in the fundamentals of Bitcoin. Now I will talk about the impact of GBTC, on-chain data, and after that I will go over the price action of Argo Blockchain. The largest investment vehicle for traditional investors is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And as we see here, from December till around the 20th of Jan over here, the premium of GBTC was more than 10%. And after that, the premium has been continuously decreasing in this region. And now GBTC is trading at a discount. Guys, if institutions buy GBTC, what happens is that it removes BTC coins from liquid circulation, and this creates a supply squeeze. If we have a look at the BTC chart, we are in this range between the January high of 41,000 and the January low of around 30,000. We are now in phase B of the accumulation phase of the Wyckoff model. I have spoken about that in detail in my previous video on Riot Blockchain. We are now consolidating within this range as we are getting higher lows over here and lower highs over here. At some point, we will break out. either to the upside or the downside. If we break to the upside, then we can go up to the resistance of around 41,700. If we break to the downside, we may go back and hit the support of 30,000 and we could have a double bottom over there. Guys, 30,000 is critical support for Bitcoin. When BTC went down to 30,000, Argo went down to 1.5 over here. But after that, it's had a decent run up to 2.39 over here. And now it's come down to 2.06. Guys, from a fundamental perspective, there has not been any change with Argo. I feel Argo will stay in the range between 1.5 and 2.5 as long as the Bitcoin accumulation phase continues. It's been quite difficult for Argo shareholders with all this volatility, as Argo has price swings of about 10% per day quite often. Guys, in the long term, BTC will go higher. Currently, there is a lot of fear in the market, but we should not be worried about these short-term price fluctuations. Instead, we should be focusing on the network fundamentals, the hash rate, the wallet size, the number of transactions, and the transaction size. I repeat, we are not in a bear market. We are just in a bearish trend within a wider bull market. Guys, it does take me a lot of time and effort to make these videos, so if you would like to support the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. Happy trading, and I will see you in the next video.